Welcome to MojoPlays, and open your hearts everybody, because today we're looking at 10 video games with the deepest romance options. With every RPG comes romance options, and with every romance option is a heavy debate involving inner turmoil and heartbreak. Yennefer or Triss, make your damn choice. Before we continue, we publish content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified of our latest videos. Cyberpunk 2077. The universe within Cyberpunk 2077 is teeming with peril, dystopian landscapes, and adversaries eager to eliminate V. After a mission ends poorly, our protagonist becomes host to a chip containing the personality and memories of the deceased musician Johnny Silverhand. This virtual apparition is determined to overwrite all of V's memories and seize control, giving them only a few weeks to find a solution. So why not spend that 2 weeks trying to f everyone in sight? With potential romantic interests such as Judy, Panam, River, Kerry, and many more, choice has never been less of a problem. For those seeking companionship without commitment, Night City also features joy toys to alleviate any feelings of loneliness. Okay, I need a shower to wash this entry off. Dragon Commander. Strategy games boil down to one simple thing: strategy. In Dragon Commander, players navigate political intrigue and warfare as a dragon-riding ruler seeking to unite a fractured empire. Romance options add a personal dimension to the game, allowing players to engage in relationships with various characters, each with distinct personalities and backgrounds. The choices made in these romantic pursuits can impact the political landscape and alliances within the game, influencing the player's overall strategy and giving the game a fun little modifier to the traditional format. The inclusion of romance options in Dragon Commander only serves to enhance the narrative, but still remains an option for players who want to rule with an iron fist and be a lonely loser. Boo! Persona 5.
I feel wide awake after that coffee. So, today, I'd like to be with you a little longer.
What do me and the protagonist in Persona 5 have in common? We both have the ability to pursue relationships with up to 10 different girlfriends throughout our narratives. I hate myself. What sets this game apart is the uncommon ability for players to seriously date multiple characters simultaneously, albeit with noticeable consequences. Engaging in romantic relationships with specific individuals can trigger special events, yielding unique items. Notably, Persona 5 boasts perhaps the most lifelike roster of romanceable characters. So if you're hoping to date Hancock or a robotic kissing machine, go play Fallout. The game features exclusively opposite-sex relationships, even though the game features a plotline that tries to rail against social injustice. Let me kiss boys!
You know, I don't mind if my purpose is the same as yours.
Divinity Original Sin 2.
She saunters around the room, inspecting it like she plans to move in.
Divinity Original Sin 2 offers a wide array of romance options for players to explore and emphasizes the options part, much like a good RPG should. I, for one, love going out into a game's world alone, battling the lands presented with nothing but my two hands. But although the solo journey is an option, having a companion by one's side can enhance the experience of navigating an expansive game world. For players interested in pursuing romantic storylines, investing time in building friendships and relationships with specific characters is crucial. To initiate romances, it's advisable to delve into the unique storylines of these characters and understand the requirements needed to foster a romantic connection. Also, that's great advice for real life too.
I know I shouldn't stare, but I just can't stop.
Mass Effect Trilogy. When a game is often described as an epic space opera, you can safely assume that there are going to be some deep and epic romances kicking about. Embark on an expansive journey where you assume the role of Commander Shepard, a protagonist customizable to your preferences, entrusted with the mission to save the galaxy. A simple and easy job. Throughout the trilogy, engage with a diverse ensemble of characters and explore romantic possibilities to your heart's content. Your decisions wield significant influence over the overarching narrative, guaranteeing a distinct and personalized experience with each playthrough. Get your play on, player. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Options don't always mean depth when you're looking at romance in a game, but occasionally it lines up perfectly. Fire Emblem 3 Houses earns a prominent position on this ranking by presenting an extensive list of 41 romantic characters for players to pursue. The distribution is almost evenly split between female and male, with some characters open to romantic connections with either gender. It would genuinely be easier and more straightforward to highlight the characters who are not romanceable. Nearly everyone is eligible, including the Black Eagles leader, fellow students, and faculty members. Each character offers unique endings, contributing individual nuances to the game's storyline. And who doesn't dream of taking Edelgard to prom? Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is the kind of game you can lose months in. With satisfying and scheduled activities that give your brain the fizzy feel-good scratch, it makes for an experience that is hard to break out of. Part of this experience is building bonds and relationships with the many characters found around the island. Fortunately, players have the freedom to select their preferred romantic interest from the available bachelors and bachelorettes, regardless of gender. While the process of romancing a character may unfold gradually, it's a fairly straightforward endeavor. Each potential partner boasts a distinctive and robust personality, prompting players to choose someone they'd enjoy having in their home. Notably, there's a unique 13th option for those identifying as asexual, Krobus, the creature residing in the sewers. On paper, that sounds really offensive, but I've only got 100 words to get into this thing, so let's pretend I never said that. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We hope not to raise too many eyebrows with this entry, as there are only 2 notable dominant romance options. The Witcher 3 could stay on this list even if they were the only options due to how significant and tough the paths given from pursuing these women are. However, there are 5 lesser-known characters in the game who Geralt can engage romantically without influencing the pivotal choice between Triss Merigold and reigniting love with Yennefer of Vengerberg. Furthermore, players have the option to pursue an 8th avenue if Geralt ventures into the brothels, seeking additional companionship on his journey. Whether players opt to savor moments with multiple partners or remain steadfastly loyal to a singular one is entirely at their discretion. What happens in Novigrad stays in Novigrad. Dragon Age Inquisition.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Within the Dragon Age series, Inquisition stands out with the most extensive romantic options, offering 8 potential candidates across multiple playthroughs. Each potential romantic interest is intricately crafted, with well-developed backstories and motivations carefully woven into the overarching narrative. These characters come with specific race and gender preferences that players must fulfill to initiate a romance. For example, a female elf enjoys a broader range of options compared to a human male. We assume because of his father, but hey, that's how his father treated him. Break the cycle.
Leave me. Leave me.
Baldur's Gate 3.
He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale.
Here's a smoking hot new entry to close out this list, and it's a goodie. For a game built around the world and lore of Dungeons & Dragons, there must be a deep and rich story with forking paths and endless options. In Baldur's Gate 3, journeying alongside a party ensures that bonds among companions will deepen, potentially evolving into more than mere friendship. That's right, I'm talking about like. Baldur's Gate 3 presents a fairly large number of romance options with a diverse and compelling cast of characters. Notably, in keeping with the recent RPG trends, all characters are open to romantic possibilities, regardless of the player's chosen gender. You can also f*** a bear. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MojoPlays and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of our latest videos.